Guys, what's going on? This is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Thank you for joining me. Today is going to be a great video because I've said it before, I'll say it again. We have Mugi on the channel, and Mugi, bar none, every player in the Clash Royale universe, if there's one player I had to win a game, if I had to win a game and I could have one player represent me, it would be Mugi. I really do think that Mugi is the best player in the world, and I've said that for a long time. Now, granted, he hasn't played in CRL against other pros at tournament level standard, but on ladder at least, Mugi to me is just a next level player. And I saw this tweet the first thing when I woke up this morning, and Boss actually says, WTF Mugi, pushed from 5,800 to 7,000 in 3 hours and 10 minutes. I know this is something that he usually does every season, but I think this is his fastest time. Usually it takes him 4 to 5 hours. I don't know how he does it. Obviously, he is human like everyone else, but geez. And you know what, guys, we're going to watch some incredible gameplay. I messaged Mugi afterwards. You guys can see it here. Actually, let's go ahead and look at his profile. This is when he started, right? So 9 hours ago. We'll translate it from Japanese as well. He goes, okay, so this is where he started, 5,800 on the dot. And then he used a fast cycle deck too. The gameplay's amazing here, guys, and I have it all for you. 3 hours later, boom, 7,021 trophies. He did it, man. And he only had 3 losses, I believe. Let's see what he says here. Translate tweet, lost 3 times in 3 hours. So 1 loss per hour, and just incredible, even against the most difficult matchup. So today I invited him into the clan. So happy to have him back again. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and enjoy some of that gameplay. It's gonna be a very fast cycle deck, including, well, let's go ahead and just take a look at one of these. Let's start out with this one. But first, guys, I want to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, Cryptrack. Cryptrack is taking over the mobile scene in Japan, so you may have already heard of it. In case you haven't, well, obviously, it's a Japanese style, kind of anime-ish graphics on this game. Really fun and really clever design. It's an RPG strategy game. Now, after playing this game for a bit, the thing I really enjoyed about it the most is honestly the battles are invigorating. There's a lot of energy there. It just feels exciting, but yet it's very straightforward. So it's not one of those RPG games that feels like you have to invest a month's worth of time just to understand the basics, right? Now, just as you would expect from a Japanese RPG style game, there is a bunch of different abilities and character classes. So there's a lot of strategy and endless possibilities for different styles to kind of implement on your team. And not just that, there's also social elements all built into this game already. There's a guild versus guild feature. You can form unions with other players and fight battles in real time. This is a great game, guys. Go ahead and download it. Check it out using the link in my description. Thank you very much to Cryptrack for sponsoring today's video. This is probably going to be one of the better matches. Maybe not the best, but you guys can be the judge, because this guy BMs him the whole time and he beats the dirty BMer. So you guys can see what deck he is playing. It's a mini P.E.K.K.A, Royal Hogs, Hunter, Magic Archer, and the rest is just cycle cards in this deck. So you're going to see just how adept and how skillful he can be when playing. And here we go against kind of an interesting version of log bait to start out this video. It's the Dark Prince Bandit version. So a little bit of bridge spam and a little bit of log bait kind of combined into one. You rarely, if ever, see Mugi make any mistakes, and I defy you guys to find any mistakes that you can see inside this video. Nice Hunter there cleaning up the princess, also the Dark Prince. And one thing you guys will also notice about this deck is that he is aggressive with his Royal Hogs, and he's very decisive. More so than just saying aggressive, I think decisive is a better phrase to describe Mugi's gameplay, meaning that as soon as he defends, he immediately drops the Royal Hog before the opponent oftentimes can have enough elixir to counter the Royal Hogs. So here we go here. It's going to be log in hand. We're going to be doing a good job of cycling to make sure we always have that log in hand inside this matchup. And now the opponent's really giving it to us here. Just a lot of laughing going on. And he splits Rascals behind his King Tower. So we have Magic Archer setting up in the right lane. Dark Prince comes down from the opponent, Leo Vargas. And let's see here. Mini P.E.K.K.A cycled in the left by Mugi. So Skeletons there actually missed that block. That could be maybe a mistake. I don't know. It's hard to even make that argument because we don't take any damage here. Maybe a couple shots from that girl Rascal, and indeed a couple shots there. Forcing a snowball, though, out of the opponent on the other side with that Mini P.E.K.K.A. So, you know, almost 2 minutes into this match here, almost in a double elixir time, and we haven't gotten a ton of damage, but these Royal Hogs finally do connect on the tower, and again, very, very decisive with those Royal Hogs. He has Magic Archer selected. He decides to go right at the bridge, taking down one of those Girl Rascals, but getting, more importantly, several hits from that Magic Archer on that left tower. Now he just has to defend against what is expected to be a big push here. So again, using those skeletons to cycle back to another log, also protecting that hunter, and hey, all of that, and we're able to have a nice damage. If we can see the left tower, there it is. We have a nice damage advantage. You're gonna see him using Earthquake and double elixir time against the princess, even though he's not gonna be killing it. We also get a shotgun shot on that left tower thanks to that hunter as well. So 968 remaining, and again, a high hunter here going to help out on both sides of the arena. What did that bandit do right there? What did that bandit do? It was kind of a juke. I don't know what happened, but anyway, we have Mini P.E.K.K.A here on defense. We have skeletons on the Goblin Barrel, excuse me, from the opponent, and again, immediately we go in with the Royal Hogs. Earthquake down as well. It's going to do damage to the tower and slow up the Dark Prince and the Bandit. Allow Mugi to take that left tower. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at Mugi's player profile because it's incredibly impressive, as you would expect. Now, Mugi, I've said this again before, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself here, but I just wanted to let you guys know that Mugi, the thing I respect about him, it's easy to say, oh, he's the best ladder player ever, blah. You know, but why? Why is he so impressive? And I said this before, but I'll say it again. Mugi's the player who can finish top 10, finish first in the world consistently, and he can do it with different decks. That's what I really love about Mugi so much. And also high skill decks too. Like he's using fast cycle decks, he's using a variety of decks that all require a lot of kind of cognitive skills and reaction time and tile placements to be exact. And that's just one of the things that I love about Mugi. You can see his best season, obviously #1, and previous season he finished 28th. Also has over 100 Grand Challenge wins, 20 game player as well. So yeah, Mugi, dude, this guy's insane. Let me know, by the way, in the comments, who do you think is the best player? And I want to say hi to you guys too, who are tuning in the live premiere. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. I'm premiering all my videos this week, which means essentially it's kind of like a live stream where you can watch the video live with me at 4 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys like it this week, maybe I'll continue it next week and to switch up the times a little bit so other people have a chance to request certain guests on the channel. It's kind of a way to, instead of responding to comments, I just chill with you guys in the chat. Just trying it out this week to see how you guys like it. Anyway, on to the next match here, guys. So this one's against the Elixir Golem Battle Healer deck, which is still strong and still, let me tell you, annoying to face. I saw Bag running a lot of decks like this in the GamerG World Finals. Big shout out to Bag. I'll have him on the channel too in a day or two, going over his performance, winning the GamerG World Finals. Very, very impressive gameplay by Bag. BRF in the Grand Finals, the God RF, who had an incredible performance as well. I'll also be getting the God RF on the channel pretty soon to talk about his performance. Anyway, here comes the Night Witch there against those Royal Hogs, but again, a quick Royal Hog attack, just identifying right away was Mugi that the opponent did not have a great answer or didn't have enough elixir to drop more than one decent answer there. And now let's see how we deal with this big push. Look at it, guys. Battle, I would lose right here, you know, Battle Healer and not able to heal up that Elixir Golem and doing a good job kind of separating the support troops from the Elixir Golem, not allowing that Battle Healer to heal up. And look at how much damage we took. Not much damage at all from a Night Witch Battle Healer Elixir Golem push. Made it look pretty easy there. We go in with the Earthquake as well there, just to continue cycling our cards, get more damage and slow that Barbarian down from the opponent. So very, very nice damage advantage here, and we're going to need it in this matchup, because if you go against a deck like this, even though I guess it is technically a beatdown deck, but just like a regular Golem deck, especially the Battle Healer version, this is a deck that's going to be very, very good in double, and even if you get there, triple elixir time, so you need to be scoring early damage if you're running a faster cycle deck or a control deck in single elixir time. So here we go, it's going to be Magic Archer doing a nice job blocking with that Ice Golem there, a Elixir Golem coming down from the opponent, so we know a big push is going to be coming in the right. We go with a mini P.E.K.K.A early. That's going to allow us to cycle back to another mini P.E.K.K.A if we need it in the right here. Our barrel comes down. We place a skeleton surrounding that barbarian, keeping that magic archer alive, living on for a few more valuable hits. And meanwhile, another magic archer is in the cycle. Ice Golem there to distract. Fireball comes down, does not get the hunter, just gets the magic archer. So now we attack again, going in with the Royal Hogs, and it looks like the opponent here, happy to just let us have that left tower, knows he's not going to be able to defend that push, going in for a big potential push here in the right to finish off this contest. So, or to at least get it even to send it into sudden death overtime. So here we go again. Mini P.E.K.K.A cycled in the back. Here comes another magic archer. Fireballs in hand for the opponent. They go ahead and cast it right there. Magic archer's down, but we're back to another hunter. This is why hunter and mini P.E.K.K.A are two cards that are very, very good right now in the meta against decks like this. Anything beat down, you can see we're making quick work of this elixir golem thanks to, again, magic archer, hunter, mini P.E.K.K.A, everything on there. Earthquake goes down just to slow up those troops, buy us some more time to cycle to another elixir golem. Magic archer locks on to the E-Drag and the opponent's magic archer, and there we go again. You can see just how well he made it look easy there against a difficult matchup, or at least a difficult deck. But having the hunter in there in the mini P.E.K.K.A really, really helps out, obviously, against the elixir golem. Let's go ahead and watch him here against Lava Hound. So Mugi's going to be on the top of your screen here, guys, and we're going to be going against Clash Maddie here at the bottom. So let's see how we do here. You can see kind of toggling, but he has the barbarian version of Lava Loon that we're playing against here. So it's not going to be as easy, and this is going to be one of those matches if you're playing this deck, playing any deck like this against this sort of a Lava Hound, Lava Loon deck. One thing you have to recognize early on is you're going to have to be comfortable or get comfortable with the idea of tower trading, right? I mean, it's going to be super important because you're not going to be able to stop and protect your towers every time against a heavy Lava Loon deck such as this. Even though we have Magic Archer and Hunter, it's not going to be enough. So here we go, setting up with that Magic Archer. You can see the opponent also has Fireball too. So we're going to take a lot of damage to both of our towers. We use the Hunter on the balloon, and then we use the Skeletons and Magic Archer clean up on the left there, or Mugi's right tower. So the opponent strikes first. However, we do have the Elixir advantage, excuse me, the damage advantage here, and the Hunter gets one shot off too. The opponent, Maddie, decides to go ahead and let that all go there. So a calculated decision, we'll see if it's going to pay off for him. It allows us to actually take down that right tower. So a nice Elixir advantage manufactured there by Maddie, and now allows him to go ahead and, interesting that he didn't go with the Barbarians there. He didn't want to give up too much Magic Archer value, so he goes with just the Mega Minion to defend. So here we go, 30 seconds or so remaining in single elixir time. Magic Archer comes down on the board, Fireball's in hand. Fireball's going to come down, Zap comes down, wants to take care of that Hunter before the Magic Archer. That was a really wise decision there by Maddie, allowing him to keep that Lava Hound alive and take care of both of the answers. Look at our hand now. We have nothing for this balloon. Again, a very heads-up play by Maddie, attacking with a balloon. And what can we do? We can apply some pressure to the opposite lane. So minions come down on our Royal Hogs. Not before the Royal Hogs get that tower almost dead. 65 HP remaining, but hey, we sacrificed our right tower. Well, we had nothing to play there, so I guess it wasn't much of a sacrifice, but we lost it either way. We had the damage advantage, but not for long here. We start sending in the mini P.E.K.K.As in the opposite lane and have that Earthquake already in hand. Earthquake is down right now against that Tombstone, taking care of those Skeletons, allowing our mini P.E.K.K.A to get one, maybe three, two, and three swings on that King Tower. Meanwhile, on the defensive end, we have a Hunter and a Magic Archer down. Fireball's in hand by the opponent, but look at, they're reluctant to play that Fireball there. Instead, it looks like they just want to work on defending. They know that balloon's already going to get to the tower. So again, Maddie's playing this well here, guys, knowing that he has the heavier deck and he has the advantage in double elixir time on paper, but you can see Mugi just relentless here, again, going in with the Royal Hogs. Fireball comes down on the Royal Hogs this time, rather than using the Tombstone there. So a nice decision again by Maddie. I can't argue with his decision making here, not using the obvious response every single time defensively, but now here he goes. Let's see if he goes in with a Lava Hound here. He does, making sure he still has Tombstone in hand, and here it goes, Hunter to the face of that Lava Hound, and we play a Tombstone way in the corner against the mini P.E.K.K.A. We have to supplement that because we know the Earthquake's coming down, and the Mega Minion does the trick, but now Royal Hogs are in the clear to attack here. Fireball's in hand and at the ready though. So Fireball used there by Maddie. Now we're gonna be, okay, Magic Archer. See how Mugi didn't attack immediately there? It's a game of, you know, the Royal Hogs are coming, just a matter of when. So here it comes. Hunter is down. Barbarian's in hand. And he's waiting for the Royal Hogs. He's still waiting, Maddie's waiting for the Royal Hogs. Mugi is not attacking. He waits until the balloon comes down. He has 2 surviving air units, and then he attacks with the mini P.E.K.K.A. and the elixir golem, excuse me, onto that tower with the earthquake. Picks up the 3 crown. Very good patience at the end there, and you can tell Maddie was just waiting. Okay, when is he gonna use the Royal Hogs? When is he gonna use them? Do I use my fireball against the magic archer? Do I wait for the Royal Hogs? And again, that element of fireball bait coming into play there big time in that contest. Let's go ahead and watch one more here against Alperen, who's another really, really good top player here. He's playing a very interesting deck. I've seen him play this before. It's unique. It's really interesting. It's a giant bowler beatdown. There's no like graveyard or other win condition in this deck. So it's mini P.E.K.K.A, bowler, and giant as his ground cards, well, melee cards, I guess. I don't know, I guess bowler's range. The reason I wanted to show this one to you guys is because the opponent has fireball. They also have elixir pump, which we don't have a great answer for, right? My bad. We have earthquake, Ash, we have earthquake. We have a great answer. But the opponent does have bowler and fireball, 2 cards which hard counter our Royal Hogs, right? So that's the reason I wanted to share this one with you guys, because it's not an easy contest. The opponent knows they have the luxury of fireballing every single one of those magic archers, and on the flip side, again, as I misappropriately said, we actually have an earthquake for one of their cards as well. So kind of an interesting matchup in those dynamics. They can't really pump, and we can't really Royal Hog unless we get around that bowler and the fireball. So here we go. It's going to be a Night Witch in the left there. It looks like Alperen's going to go ahead and let that Night Witch die into the face of that Hunter, logging to get some chip damage, also keeping that Hunter relatively healthy here. Now we go with the Magic Archer trying to get that angle, and we do, getting that lock on the tower. I think 3 Magic Archer hits on that left tower, so very well played. Now we have to contend with this counter push here. Nice Ice Golem to keep that mini P.E.K.K.A alive onto that giant. How does he defend this, guys? Well, Hunter and Mini P.E.K.K.A are putting in work. We have Log in hand, we have Skeletons in hand. So Skeletons used just before that bowler gets in range, and Hunter finishes the job there against the Mini P.E.K.K.A and now engages with that bowler. Beautiful defense. None of those boulders hit that left tower at all. And then we attack immediately with the Royal Hogs. Again, they're in the lane, getting that fireball out of cycle and a little bit of chip damage from those Hogs, maintaining the damage advantage on our side. Here comes the pump. Well, it's going to be an easy decision there. Just go ahead and earthquake that right away. I don't even know about that decision to even pump at all. It looks like Alperen just wanted to keep his cycle going and was sick of having his hand clogged up with that elixir pump, right? So here we go again, 39, 38, 37 seconds remaining here in this one, guys, and we cycle all the way back to Earthquake and use it again there. Notice how in matchups where, you know, well, I guess in this matchup, we actually use quite a bit of the elixir pump, but still we're happy to go ahead and use the earthquake cycled as long as we can get tower damage to the tower we're going for and hit like 2 extra troops, in that case the bowler and the Night Witch. So definitely something to take note of. And now, hey, good job with the mini P.E.K.K.A getting it back in cycle, keeping that magic archer alive, albeit in the opposite lane. So 7 seconds, 6 seconds remaining, no fireballs in hand, so we attack with the Royal Hogs in that mini P.E.K.K.A and the earthquake all come down, and guess what, guys, that's gonna be tower down thanks to that log there. So incredibly well played, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Mugi gameplay as much as I did. I just can't get enough of this guy. You know, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead, and we're not too long into this video. Let's share the only replay I haven't watched yet personally. So I'll watch it with you guys first in double time, just so you can see as much Mugi gameplay as we can get for you guys. I really like this deck too with the Hunter in there. Do you guys agree with me or disagree that the Hunter is underrated right now? Do you think he's properly rated? He's not. His use rates are still like 1 or 2%, so he's not a popular card by any stretch, but you can have a lot of success with him. And, you know, in terms of DPS, not many cards put out the DPS that the Hunter does, especially if you have point blank range. So that was actually a pretty good King Tower activation there by the opponent, playing this Golem deck to kind of end things out here. Against Golem, obviously, again, we have 2 great answers from the Mini P.E.K.K.A and the Hunter. Here comes the first Golem push from the opponent. We go with, again, this is the only replay I actually haven't watched yet, too, so let's see. able to defend pretty well there against that golem push. Granted, it is single elixir time, and the barbarian hut for the opponent is in hand, so we have a nice damage advantage here, almost going into double elixir time. Now it's going to be, okay, can we stop this, and double elixir is going to be the question here. Ice Golem cycled in the right with those skeletons. Here comes the Golem in the right. We go with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and we go with the Royal Hogs in the left. Able to defend is the opponent with a Bomber-Nado combination. So here we go again. It's going to be a Magic Archer on defense. Mini P.E.K.K.A. cycled back to there, and Hunter, really well. I thought we were going to lose that tower, and Hunter and Mini P.E.K.K.A. getting back in cycle with, again, very precise location defensively, able to keep that tower alive, give us the matchup advantage here. Mini P.E.K.K.A. does not get to the tower. Earthquake comes down. We get a few nibbles there on that tower. Earthquake, Royal Hogs, it works again. Now we have to do is just cycle skeletons and one more Earthquake, and that's going to be GG again there. So again, the power of Earthquake on the offensive end combined with the Royal Hogs, even when it's not obvious value, is something that you guys should definitely take away from this video. So I want to give a big shout out to my man Mugi again for coming on. He's a great player to follow, even though obviously his tweets are in Japanese. He's a great player to follow on Twitter as well. That Twitter bio and the deck link will be linked for you guys in the description below, along with Mugi's player stats and profile, thanks to StatsRoyale.com. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.